Hello, Paul speaking.
Paul.
FunnyMan, how you going?
What's up, dude?
I'm really well. How are you?
I'm cool. I'm actually screen printing right now, making T-shirts for J-Dog's girlfriend.
Oh, a man of many talents.
He's one of the dudes in our band, J-Dog. Yep. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Of
course.
Yeah. His girlfriend has a I'm just fucking around. His girlfriend has a clothing line, and she asked if I can print some shirts for her. So.
What are you printing on it?
I'm over here.
Evocative sort of shit? Or?
It's like a little screen. It's like kind of like a machine, I guess. It looks like an octopus, and then you just mount these screens of your prints on, and then you bring it down, and then you just lay ink on it and fucking just spread the ink over the print onto the T-shirt, and voila, you got a shirt, my man.
Sounds like a messy process. A fun, messy process.
Well, like my mother says, the only way to find out if you're a true painter is if you don't get paint all over yourself, which I managed not to get paint on anywhere on my body besides my hands.
Isn't it more fun to get paint everywhere?
Yeah, but that just means you're sloppy. You don't take care into your craft, and my mom's a painter, so she's been doing this her whole life. So to hear those words from her, you kind of just want to listen to that and go by those words.
Are you going to be screen printing any T-shirts for Hollywood Undead?
Nah, that requires a lot of machinery.
You leave it up to the pros, huh? Very, very good.
I just do this for fun, man. It's just a little hobby that I have, and I do it for friends, and not too many people are here. You know what? Let's fucking go into the interview. I can go on about this shit all day.
Yeah, sweet. Well, apart from screen printing, I suppose, what have you been up to? Have you been touring or recording lately? What's taken up your time?
We've been in the studio past few months, this past year, from the end of last year into this year, and we're just wrapping things up and get it ready for early next year release. And so I've just been spending my time there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And we've been playing some one-off shows and all that shit too. So
not a lot of touring at the moment, more recording, is it?
Yeah, more recording, and then when we have offers to play in other other cities for some one-off dates, we tend to take them. We have the time to step away from the studio, but we always make sure we got a nice big chunk of work done before we go out, so that way we're not stressing on.
Well, it's just been announced you're coming to Australia early next year for Soundwaves. Yeah,
man, I'm very excited because that one year we were supposed to do it, fucking Eddie Van Halen got sick or something like that.
Yes.
And he couldn't make so they had to cancel the tour, but we ended up having a nice little successful club date tour, so or club run tour, whatever. Yeah.
It's a long way from where you are, but is that a good thing or a bad thing that it's so far away?
I don't know. Is it a bad thing or is it a good thing?
I think it's a good thing. It's a beautiful country. You've been here before, yeah?
Yeah. I fucking love it, man. It was fun. Yeah, I got a chance to explore. I went to the Sydney Opera House, checked out an opera.
Cool.
And I got really trashed, though. It wasn't, so I don't remember too much other than getting pissed at for leaving halfway through the opera. Yeah. It's like a big no-no in that world.
Do you know if you're going to get time to explore a bit when you're here next year, or is it all work and no play?
Well, I don't know how long we're out there for, so I'm not too sure on how much time I'll actually have to really get to explore. But I mean, last time I was there, I got to check out a little bit. Saw enough.
And speaking of Soundwave, you're on the same stage on the same day as Faith No More and Soundgarden, Incubus, some pretty mad names. Have you played with those guys before?
We played with Faith No More. They're reuniting. It was like a reunion tour. And we played with them in Download over in Nottingham, England.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. So, and, you know, I grew up on that, and one of the guys in our band is a huge Mike Patton fan. And so to be able to share the stage with him is kind of, you know, it's an honor.
That's really cool, huh?
So, and, you know, people kind of, you know, they tell me I look like Mike Patton, so.
Really?
You know, I think it's pretty bitching. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We kind of got the same look going, the slick back with the mustache, and, yeah, it is quite a compliment. Especially if you're getting laid for it, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Mate, you tour a lot together. You spend a lot of time together, all six of you. I want to know if you get sick of each other. Is there any punch-ons, or are you all relatively get along well, or don't you get sick of each other?
Yeah, you know, we all... Yeah, I mean, we all get along pretty well. We all grew up together, so it's like we know when to push each other's buttons and when to stop and all that shit, you know? You know, there's times where we could get sick of each other, but, you know, we kind of forget about it, you know, because we all care and look after each other. So there's like one big family, man.
It's a brotherhood.
You know, we take care of each other. Yeah, just a straight
really
brotherhood.
Cool. And is that the same as when you're writing and recording, or when you're writing, all your vocals? I mean, everyone is all singing. You're all very versatile. So in the writing process, with the verses and raps, are they written exclusively for one member, or does that selection come later on after you've written a song?
It all depends, you know. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, it all depends on, you know, what we're writing at the time for that particular song. You know, it could be about it could be about that person, it could be about someone else, you know. But you just, you know, whatever comes out, man. And just how it flows is just how it goes.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Mate, I can't interview you without mentioning, of course, the masks, a big part of your image.
Yeah.
You've been doing that for a while now. Do you see fans holding up masks in the audience? Are they what's inspiring your next mask? Because I believe you'll probably have a new mask with a new album. And will we see you perform live without the masks?
You know, for the last few records, like from day one, from each record, we've kind of just changed. We kind of keep the same image of what the mask is, but, you know, give it a little more twist and add a little more to it. Just kind of change it up for each record cycle. And as far as the fans, you know, I mean, yeah, they're very inspirational. But, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, and we'll be performing with them. But, you know, it just is what it is. It's just something that we've had since day one. And, you know, and we just try to keep things different and just to keep the tension going. So it's not just the same old boring shit all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Will there ever be a day when you'll perform without the mask, do you think? Have you spoken about that?
Yeah, we, you know, when we perform, we come out with the mask, and we perform 3 songs during the set with the mask, and then after that, we just take them off, and then the rest of the set is just without mask. Yeah. Kind of deal. Yeah.
That's cool. What else we got here? The festival, it's obviously going to be a lot of fun. You played quite a few festivals. What do you prefer, headline acts or the big festivals with lots of different bands? Do you think personally?
Wait, for after the festival in Australia?
Well, for you to either do your own headline act or to play a festival with lots of other bands, what would you prefer?
What would I? You know, I like the mixture of both.
Yeah.
You know, I like doing our own headline shows. You know, that's always fun.
Yeah.
And then the festivals are always a good time because there's just, you know, there's bands that are playing that you'd like to see, and, you know, it makes it interesting. It makes it fun. You know, the festival tours are a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to have your own show, that are your own intimacy with your own fans and crowd. So the festivals, it's a big mixture of, you know, of different fans out there. But it's good, though, because you're gaining new fans, you know, amongst with all the other ones who are there already to see you. But the ones that are there to see other bands, you know, they're like, oh, wait, let's check these dudes out. I like them. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to buy their album. So that just helps, you know. The festivals, that's where the beauty of festivals are, man.
That's it. Do you know if you're going to be doing any of your own headline shows when you're in Australia?
I think we have, I'm not sure how many. I think there's like 3 headline show gigs that we're doing.
Oh, cool.
After the festival, the Soundwave Festival. I think we're going to be out there for a little over a week. I'm not sure. Cool. I think there's like 7 shows.
Oh, that'd be mad. Well, it's a long way to come just for two days, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, how many days is that? I don't even know how many days that festival is.
Well, it's a 2-day festival, and I think you're doing 3 cities. But you're only doing 1 day out of the 2 days, so that'll be 3 days work for you over a week.
Yeah, so I think, okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to go off and do our own thing.
That'll be cool if you can.
Yeah.
So you mentioned new album coming out early next year. Around the same time as Sound Festival, I believe. What can we expect from that? I know Swan Songs was more of a party theme, good times. American Tragedy was heavier, more rock. And Notes from the Underground, probably a pretty mad mix of both. What can we expect for the new album?
Well, the way I look at it is that, we're writing a new chapter with all the shit that's been going on with us in the past few years, and but I just feel like it's like we're writing a new chapter but rewriting the first. So it's kind of like we're leaning back towards what we did with Swan Songs, but still kind of keep, because we've matured a lot throughout the years, and I think the mixture of the two will kind of give it a nice blend of what we did with the past 3 records into this 4th record.
Sounds good. Mate, I'm going to wrap it up. Let you keep going with your T-shirt screen printing.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
What time is it over there?
Yeah, man. Sure. It is, hey, old boy, what time is it? Is it like 5 o'clock? 5:13.
5 in the afternoon?
5 in the afternoon. It's about like 85 degrees out.
Oh, nice. It's rainy and cold and shitty here, but it's going to be beautiful by the time you get here. So, expect some nice weather.
Yeah. I remember last summer there was around February, and it was like the weather was great.
Yeah, it should be good. All right, mate. Well, you have a good one, and I'll catch up with you in Australia.
All right, cool, man. Sounds good.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Ciao, mate.
Yeah, for sure.
Bye-bye.
All right, peace.